To sum up the power to go out into the forest, if somebody pulled up and said, hey, let's go look for these things, bang, I can easily just go, okay, we're doing it right now, or let's do it this time. To summon up the power to explain it all to you guys, YouTube in part has made me very discouraged. Don't believe that you are so special that you get to have a bunch of insight into this that other humans don't get to have. Don't think that way. It's not good for us. Realize that other people are hearing the information differently. It doesn't quite connect them like you have been connected. Seeing it differently. Not even aware of it. Like having no clue that stuff's going on. There's lots of those kind of people. I'm telling you right now that I'm as special as I think I am. And anybody who has a similar feeling about themselves, like to partly get through life as we do have our struggles, or else we wouldn't have had great prophets and so on, advisors before us trying to help us get through it. We wouldn't have needed those people if it wasn't true. So it's true for all of us. And I'm just as special as what you people who find yourself special think about yourself. Doesn't mean you're on an ego trip or anything like that. It's whatever it is. I don't really get the ego conversation myself, or explanations and stuff. I think I get it a little bit different, and I wonder if I actually get the right, correct kind of concept of it, because it's just us figuring out these words and labeling them and directing them towards certain energy of oneself, or however we would say that. So I wanted to say that I'm struggling with getting my message to you guys of my research, that most people with their pretty capable abilities, sorry about the camera moving a bit and stuff. I meant this only to be a second, and now it's longer than a second. You know, we all can, a high percentage of us will be able to reflect on what I'm talking about, relate with it, see it, hear it, note it, understand it, build knowledge on it. Like a high percentage of us. And then there's certain percentages that are different kinds of special people that can't quite get there because of their specialness. And as strong as this information is, I can say some pretty radical things and it can turn people off. And I'm going to say one right now because you need to know what I think to continue on with your gaining more information. Doesn't mean you have to agree with me. Doesn't mean you have to believe me or think that I'm correct on every in particular thing I'm talking about. And so with this in particular subject of these beings that we are trying to figure out lots of information on, the beings that make the red licorice electrical phenomena that is going on in out in China and stuff, or has been. Don't know if it's been found anywhere else or anything, but it's being found there and filmed and stuff. I'll put it on my community page. I'll slap together a little something for that. A couple of screenshots I've taken. Anyways, yeah. Maybe me just making the statement of saying that I'm finding it really hard will help me find the strength, the push to do it. Like I've spent 2 nights now house sitting. And the only reason I really do it is for the love of the cat. I want the cat to be safe. Other than that, my house is a cool house. Yeah, and I told you guys that I was going to be doing some lives and stuff, so I'm going to put this up first. Today is Thursday. I'm more with it than I was 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I've been going through healing from injuries, multiple injuries, and keeps me very little involved in physicalness, which leaves me a lot of time for just thinking time and stuff. So I've studied a lot of other people's work, and and I don't even really talk about that very much, but they're everywhere on Earth. We can really relate with them when there's trees around. When there is no trees around, we still can relate with them strongly, or we know they're amongst. But with trees, we get a lot better of a grasp. And if you don't understand how we do, then you're not following me deep enough. My 5 years is me finding them. Me getting to a point where right off the bat I was recognizing and saying, there's somebody around here, Ian. You know there's somebody around here. There's something going on. And 5 years later, 100%. And when I go back and look at that stuff, so much of it is so real. It's so authentic, and it was necessary for me to get to this depth, to grasp all that knowledge before I went down into the depth. And I have it obtained, a lot of it on video. And yeah, now we just kind of got to get our following. Start getting me to break it out more. Let me feel some comfort for that. The success of this for us, because we are human. We do rotate on money. Money's not supposed to be evil. And yeah, so I'm sharing information. That's sharing. The money really is a shared back thing. People might not realize that, because in some sharing back and forth, there's a lot of seemingly ripping off. So it seems like it's stealing back and forth. So I struggled my whole life with money, and now that I don't have any, I could manage having some. But in the past, I've had a lot of money, and I tried to say to people, I'm a poor manager, but I'd go and still try things. So because you're trying things, people think you're very powerful. But it's kind of like, I'm a poor manager, but I'm a really good site guy. I'm a really good team guy. I might keep to myself a little bit even in the team situations. But when the team gets together, I ain't shy. Cheerios to everybody. And I hope you know how to look into trees and so on and so forth. Cheers.